was that?
Dibby 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 sound.
Thank you very much. Welcome along to the Mackem Football Show. Thank you for the Dibby Sounds intro. I'm on Mackem.
Thank you for the Dibby Sounds.
We have a good little cohort of Sunderland fans in on the live stream today. Hello, hello, hello. We've got Andrew, David, and Paul on the cameras above me. Welcome along, lads.
We're going to guest appearance from DJ Fresh.
DJ might appear eventually. And also off camera we have Al and Jacob. Hello.
Evening.
I figured out what the unique part of this podcast is, by the way.
It's a loan shark, mate, I'm telling you.
It might be loan shark, but no, we are the only podcast that does Sunderland live on YouTube. So
is that right?
That's right. Nobody else, everybody else pre-records it and
read them and understand it.
No, nobody does.
That's the USP.
Nobody does it now.
So
it's just pure chaos. That is the USP.
Welcome along to the only live podcast for Sunderland fans. And anyways,
can we start with because I wasn't there
again?
No, a breakdown of the debacle that was 5-1.
Right, before we get into the debacle of the game, can we talk about how rough we were and also what we're drinking? Because
I was fairly rough, lad. I can't remember how many pints we knocked back in Vauxhall, but it was a few.
I think I ended the day on like 12. It was quite nice.
Mate, I don't know how you're standing.
Fine.
I woke up, right, it was that bad, mate. I woke up in the middle of the night, and when I drink, I can't regulate my body temperature. I get really hot.
Mm-hmm.
And I was literally in bed,
steaming,
sweating.
Also, before we get onto that, welcome along Bong, Stepford Pacer, and Acacia. Welcome in the live chat, and Viv. Evening. Right. First thing, I am drinking Copperberg strawberry and lime in a 330ml can. So
tiny can,
like a can of pop.
Ooh.
Let's go Jackie White's to Jacob. So,
all right. First things first, right? I found this hat earlier on. Just want to know what you all think.
Shite.
Let me.
What? Mate, I wanted to wear it, right, but it doesn't really work with a headset.
It doesn't really work.
It doesn't really work full stop, man.
I quite like it.
Where did you find it? In the bin?
No, you know the story, David. You know that I bought it on a discount from the cricket store in Durham.
You're going to having your fucking pants down.
But £8, you could have knocked £8 for that. It was really hot that day.
It was really warm, actually.
It's horrendous, but there you go.
All right.
Yeah, I should have watched this again the other day. Right, so I've got Woodgate Rose Cider, right? And this is because in a can, it's not a tiny can, it's a 440, mate. This is because I went to go and get a proper can and didn't have any. So I had to go out into the garage to find Stacey stuff.
Okay.
Yes, the hat's there. It's still there. I'm going to do a live first tasting of Rose Cider by Woodgate. It's truly dreadful.
Right. David, your turn.
I'm getting over in spotlight. This is good.
It is. Look at it. Today I'm drinking Loch 10 Pale Ale.
Ooh.
330. It is 3.9 alcohol. And this was a gift from the Don himself.
The Don.
Believe it's an Aldi special.
Class. What's a Don? Who's the Don? For those not in the know.
What?
For who's not in the know. You got to remember, not everybody.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. The Don Kevin, the father-in-law. We also call him Houdini as well because one time when he was in the hospital, he just disappeared and we never seen him. He showed up a couple of days later.
He was in hospital, like on the bed, with an IV in.
No. You know when the beans were in NICU?
Oh yeah.
Right, so I was in the waiting room with him. I was like, Kevin, I'm just going to go and check on Natalie, make sure the baby's all right. Walked up the corridor. Natalie, is everything all right with the babies? Yeah. all right, quick, your dad's shooting off soon. He says he's going to shoot off. I'm just going to go and say it to him. And then walk back. I was gone, not 100 seconds. Man had disappeared. Just fucking not there anymore. I was shouting him up and down the corridor. I thought maybe he got to the toilet. Nowhere.
You're like, Don, are you in here?
Don Houdini.
Just disappeared. So from that moment on, we started calling him Houdini as well. So if you call him,
shout out the Don. Shout out Houdini.
No, Don.
Right.
Lock 10 Pale Ale.
Thank you very much, Don. Paul Wilson, you're up, mate. What are you drinking? Oh,
H2O.
It's just water tonight.
fun times.
Is it diet water or is it full fat water or is it?
It's Moses water.
Morrison's.
Oh, lad.
Morrison's water. All right.
Are you part of the water crew?
Me? Are you talking to me?
Yeah. Are you part of the water crew?
Hold on a minute.
Cup of tea, 2 sugars.
What is this that I've got to drink?
What is this new feature that I've never heard of, but been part of 4 times?
Oh, I'm 4, lad.
I don't
Hello?
know. Hello. What are
Alan,
you
what are you
drinking?
drinking?
Oh.
Hey!
Ah, yeah.
Cup of tea.
Live on camera.
Yeah, not for long, but
With
I
a
was
dark
there in a
beard.
shake cup.
Jacob has to turn his camera on.
There's coffee on this side. I cut mine now.
No consent, Paul.
Classy. I like it.
Mate, I like that little cameo. Just Alan pops in, goes, look, I've got a cover, and then dips out.
Cup of tea.
Could be Tetley. Kind of gone wrong, really. Keeping you awake. Jacob, final one in the row. What are you drinking?
Kind of Pepsi Mango Coke.
Oh, mango.
Oh, is that an old one? Or is that new branded Pepsi stuff?
That's new, mate. Oh, Pepsi's like it's branched out on it. Like it does all the different flavors now.
Is it Pepsi Max or is it full fat?
Pepsi Max.
Ooh.
Pepsi Max Mango. Mango. That mango drink from Cyprus. It was good, wasn't it?
It was. RWA is saying he's on the G&T tonight for Fridays, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Acacia hasn't told me their drink.
Is Bong here?
Bong is here, but he hasn't told us his drink yet. Neither Stepford or Babe. Right, we can actually talk about the football now. So if you want to, feel free to just explain your perspective of the shit show that was the 5-1 defeat against Blackburn Rovers. Let's pull off the band-aid and help Alan with the vibes.
Yeah, describe it for me because obviously I wasn't there. I watched the highlights, but I didn't really tell the true tale, did it?
Well, I enjoyed either side of the game. I enjoyed before and afterwards, but the 90 minutes in between was pretty grim.
Did we at any stage look like we were going to get anything from this game?
The first 10 minutes.
Yeah. I thought we were out of the first 10, 15 minutes. Pretty much until we conceded that. Well, I mean, when did they score their first 20-odd minutes?
21 and then 32.
Yeah. I mean, we did all right until that point. And then conceded 2 goals and all went out the window.
The first shot on target for them, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We seemed to control the game a bit. We were doing all right, passing the ball around a bit. No one was really, doing crazy shit. And then we conceded the first shot.
Mm-hmm.
That was it.
Well, I was sat there like, we're dominating this game. Smithy, you were beside me, mate. I was like, look, we've had 3 shots on target already.
Yeah.
I bet you they score their first shot on target.
Oh, yeah, you did.
And about 30 seconds later, they did exactly that.
Yeah, but if you're looking at the overall game, though, we had the exact same stats as them for shots and shots on target, by the way. We did 12 and 7, 12 shots, 7 on target, and the scoreline's 5-1. Kind of proves a point more than anything that we've not got somebody who's consistently firing the ball at goal and threatening their keeper. It happens once or twice.
Well, yeah, that's it, man. Like they took 5 out of 7 of their chances went in.
So is Patterson to blame for many of them, or is that just like heads dropped and you couldn't miss them? Like I can't really tell after the half time.
I'll tell you what killed us off, mate. It was the goal immediately after, when the first half started. The Dods will have been in that changing room going, right, lads, we're 2-0 down, but we can get back into this.
Mm-hmm.
But all this chat, and then immediately conceding, and then conceding again after that, just made it.
It was 47 minutes that we conceded, right?
Yeah.
I know that certain someone lost the fucking ball. Right?
There's the first one.
Look, I'm just listen.
15 minutes. We did all right.
The fucking first 15 minutes, 20 minutes aside. Right?
There's the second one.
We'll put that aside. Roberts was absolutely terrible in the first half.
Mm-hmm.
Nekwa was absolutely terrible in the first half. The start of the second half, he got the ball. This is the third goal. This is what pissed me off. Because I was there, right? He had the ball, moving the ball forward. He had 3 separate ways to pass the ball out. He had a guy to his right, he had a guy to his left, or he could turn around and pass the ball back. He tried to dribble around someone, he lost the ball, got the ball from one end of the pitch to the other, and scored. Why is he doing that? Why is he not just passing the easy pass out? And he did it consistently. From that moment on, he lost the ball over and over and over again. And he was doing it at the end of the first half as well. I'm not saying he was the only bad player.
Oh.
But what I am saying is...
Who are you talking about?
His profile picture. Sorry, I'm just going to... Yes, right? Thank you.
What I'm saying is...
Thank you.
Thank you. He is continuing to be in the Sunderland team. I will never purchase another ticket to watch that team.
It's a bit harsh, isn't it?
That is a bit harsh.
I'm done with him.
Oh.
Sick of it.
Oh.
Done.
So, in terms of terrible performances, I know you're calling out your favourite man here, but for me, I think the worst player on the pitch was Patrick Roberts.
Yeah.
He was
a mile.
He was
by a distance.
He was so off the pace, it was unreal. You could see.
Yeah, but that's. But do you not think that's a bit unfair on him because he's just come back?
No, not at all. If he's
not
come
in the
back,
slightest.
He should be 100% ready, not 80% ready, not 20% ready. He should be 100% ready to challenge.
Did he look fully fit?
No. So why take off?
Can you blame him?
Yes, because he said I'm okay to start.
That's up to the management surely to go up. He's obviously struggling and whip him off.
He should have been whipped off long before he was, because he was absolutely appalling. I'm talking offered nothing. Like David had a good go at Ekwa there, and he didn't have his best game. But
the first 2 goals were conceded because of Patrick Roberts.
It came down Roberts' side, and he didn't track back. He wasn't interested.
He lost the ball.
He didn't look interested the whole fucking game. What really frustrates me is that we sat on here off the back of a great win, and if you go back and have a look at it, we said he shouldn't change it. We won 2-0. He should not change the starting 11. You might have to rotate for injuries, whatever, blah 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
Do not mess with that now winning formula. And he fucking changed pretty much the entire front end was switched around. It doesn't make any sense.
It wasn't. There was only 2 changes. It was Bar and Rig who didn't start.
Right, so 50% of our forward 4 changed around for what? Nothing.
To bring Patrick Roberts in.
To bring Patrick Roberts in to put in a performance like that.
Yeah.
The guy, he should be ashamed. If I was him, I look back at that game, I'd be appalled.
I've got Roberts stats for you if you want to know them, right? Okay.
I want to know them. Yeah, come on.
So here we go. So he had 35 touches overall. All right, in the game. Out of ground duels, he challenged 4 ground duels, won none of them. He lost the ball. Right. He lost the ball 12 times. Yeah. He had 2 dribble attempts, so I'm assuming this is an attempt to dribble around someone. 0 successful.
He was just off the pace, mate.
He had no clearances, no block shots, no interceptions, no tackles.
He was hardly even
tackles. He didn't tackle the ball once. He was on the pitch
60 odd minutes.
35 minutes.
Yeah.
Bad.
Didn't put a foot in once, not a single time. Atrocious. Absolutely appalling.
The thing is, I know we've slated Bar on this channel, and many other Sunderland YouTubers have done it as well. But Bar would have been a much better option than what was offered by Patrick Roberts. He needs more out. He needs to recover more. It's literally that simple.
I wouldn't. If I, I mean, it's not. I'm not making the decisions, obviously.
Yeah.
But for me, he just wouldn't play again this season.
Mm.
Just look, you've been injured twice, 3 times this year. You try to come back a few times, being injured again. Just you're finished now. Go off. You'll start again in September.
Oh, play the last game of the season when it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like
The whole season doesn't matter now so much.
Yeah, no, but he's come back into the fold and just completely. I think his inaction has absolutely just left an entire wound open for the rest of the team to try and recover from. You can't leak that much crap on one side and expect nothing to come from it.
Mate, it was really poor, wasn't it, mate? We sat there in the stands thinking this is probably one of the worst performances of the entire year.
The funnier thing is though, like defensively, we seemed okay. It was just there was too much tracking back off the back of it. Like that was required. That just wasn't being done by anybody in the middle of the park. So to go from like I can't remember who said it now, but to go from that Cardiff game through to this, it's just an embarrassment. So yeah, I think Bong puts it up in the chat as well, just saying yes, Ekwa was shocking, but look at how out of form Roberts was. That was just difficult to watch.
He's been out of form. He's been out of form all year. Like, I don't know.
You know, every single O'Shea's didn't do very well. Job was anonymous. I think didn't really do much. You know,
09 wasn't very good either. Like I love 09, but he didn't
as well.
He didn't have a good game.
Mundle, you know, he tried. Mundle was probably a bright spot every time I was seeing him. You know, the ball was coming to Roberts, and he was screaming on the other wing, waving around in acres of space, and fucking the balls just didn't come for him. Dan Neil, he did all right, Dan Neil, but like he just was not passing up to the wing. Everything was going to Roberts, who was losing the ball and not tracking back. Mundle was all right, but like really, there was, I would say, out of the 11 players on the pitch, 8 of them had bad games.
What was
okay?
What was Pato like?
he saved 2 of his
And
7 shots on
I let
target.
him 5, but like, were any of the goals his fault?
To be fair, I think at goal 4 and goal 5, nobody really cared at that point. Genuinely, like
most people left.
We were still there. We were there.
Yeah, because I was forcing you to be.
Because he was like, "Sit down. I've travelled a distance to be here.
I watched the whole.
We're not leaving.
Never go to a game again, Am.
I mean, the last game I went to, we won 3-1. So it's. I'm blaming Fenners.
Yeah, Fendog, yeah.
Well, tell him not to go to a game.
Shout out Daniel Ferrick.
Fucked it up.
What was your thoughts on the game then, Paul? You were there.
Where to start, Ants? Where to start?
Right.
Any bright sparks from Sunderland? Is there anything positive that you can come from that performance?
I was actually, happy the way we started the game, but after that, no. Bale was even kicked off at the game as well.
Oh.
What about Rig coming on and scoring? Was that? I suppose that was a positive, I guess.
It was a talent, to be fair.
Yeah, but he didn't start. So, do you think he should have started?
I mean, I don't know what Dave's got. Dave's gone in the twilight zone. Looking at the performances put in by some of the players on the pitch,
Parry Salt now.
I would say, yeah, he probably should have started.
Yeah, but he started the previous game, though, didn't he, Cardiff?
Yeah, but I can't remember who said it. Bong said it again. Rig was kicked to shite by the Cardiff players. So maybe it was just a little case of let's see how he does as an impact player.
I mean, I know Rig was replaced. Who else was replaced at that starting 11? Do you know what I mean?
Abdullah Bar for Roberts.
Bar was dropped.
Right, so for me, if you're winning 2-0, why change the side?
Reward the side.
Why bring Roberts in when he's obviously not match fit? Because he's not, and he's been out of form.
Yep.
And who else started instead of Bar or Rig? Or like who else was the starter?
Mundle. Mundle
Mundle.
was the
Mundle
Mundle was literally the only one that seemed to give a crap from my perspective. Like you said, he was on the left wing,
but for me,
screaming for the ball 90% of the time. Nobody was
for me,
him.
a rule of thumb is you never change your winning side. You never do that.
Yeah,
unless forced.
With the form that we, the run of form we've had.
Yeah.
Why do that? He's not a fucking tactical genius, Dods. I would have just left it. Do you know what I mean? And when you're bringing someone in who hasn't played for fucking, I don't know how long Roberts hasn't played for, expecting him to perform is naive. That's why we need someone in charge who knows what they're doing, because he clearly doesn't.
I think it's 6 weeks, by the way. I think it's 6 weeks.
Yeah. I mean, while we're on about Dods, right?
Okay.
So someone else who's been injured, who's coming back.
Why are you black?
He can be what he wants to be. So you can't really hold that against him. You know what I mean? It's 2024.
You having your tea?
Yeah, I'm on me tea. Yeah.
All right.
Can you finish your point before we talk
we
about
will never know.
chicken?
I'm having fish and chips.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice. No.
can't beat that, can you?
Yeah, back to the point. So we're 3-0 down, and Dodds decides to bring on Jack Clark.
He doesn't actually. It was 4-0 down.
But yeah, 4-0. Why didn't he do it at 2-0?
That's half time.
Why did he do it at all? What was the point? I'm going to open this question up to everybody. Why did he bring Jack Clark on at 4-0 down?
So
what is the point?
It looked like he was doing something. Bale, I must do something about this. We're getting beat 4-0. Get yourself on.
No, I think it's to shut some of us on here off, where we're like, Clark is never playing another game in the Sunderland shirt.
It can't be that. It can't be that fucking.
It can. It can.
Straightforward. I don't think it is. I think he's reaching for a win, Smudge, mate, and Clark is obviously
4-0 down. No way.
Well, he's reaching
back
for
from a month of injury. He's been out for a month or more.
What minute did he come on?
The 55th.
The 55th.
And
so he's hoping that. Well, it's not beyond the realms of possibility, but he's hoping for Clark to do something, because Clark's been doing that all season.
I mean, he's provided magic, yes, but no player in the world should ever have the expectancy of rescuing a game at 4-0 down.
But that's Dodgers. But that's Dodgers management. He hasn't got it. He hasn't got the tactical nous. Can you imagine, right? Going at what was the score at half time?
2-0.
2-0. Right.
Clark, you've played shit. Get off now.
No.
Why wasn't that a conversation that was happening?
Can you imagine Dodds giving a bollocking? Can you imagine that?
No.
There you go. And that's the difference between coaching. That's the difference between coaching and management. Mm-hmm. Management is the players respect him, and I'm not saying fear him, but the manager instills discipline and the will to win. Dodds ain't got any of that. I wouldn't follow Dodds around Tesco. You know what I mean? He doesn't inspire me with anything. So the sooner, I know we've said he's going to have it till the end of the season, but if they've got a plan and bringing someone in, and they know if they've got a name, you best stop bringing them in now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So at least he can work with the players for the short time to the end of the season, and then have a full pre-season. The idea of Dodds being in charge is a worry that the top shelf really have no clue in what direction they want to go. So
I don't think they're instilling any confidence with anybody.
Sorry, Smudge, go on. What are you saying?
No, you're pretty much going to go on at the same point. When they sacked Mowbray, they didn't really know who they wanted in place, or they did and they didn't get him. So it's a money thing, it's a lack of direction thing, and it's also just really poorly managed from the top down.
I tell you what, I'm really, really worried about us sitting 2 or 3 games into pre-season and still not having a manager, because I didn't see that happening.
Yeah.
I didn't see that happening a mile out.
Do you think we'll get a manager, or do you think we'll keep the head coach?
Whatever you want to call it,
coach role.
Whatever you want to call it, head coach, manager, whatever it is. A few games into pre-season, and we've still got Dods running the show. He's ready to hand it off to whoever might come in a few weeks before the start of the new season. I mean, I can see that a million miles away.
Yeah.
I hope they've got someone ready to go because there's going to be hell on otherwise.
And I know we've I say harped on. We've had this conversation before in the past. Are we going to have somebody who's in place who gets to decide this is the player I want or this is the gap I want?
No.
Get the player, or is it going to be this Speakman thing again? Evening, Kelly.
Oh, it's going to be Speakman, and it's going to be the model, mate. Like unless KLD guns, Speakman hasn't got a clue how this is going to. KLD, if you want to talk about that, I mean, I've heard the loan piece, him getting a £20 million loan, and what is that for? Why has he got a loan? Do you know what I mean? I thought he was a billionaire. Why did he want to loan money? Do you know what I mean?
Well, I've heard apparently that loan's not going to the club. That's
so where's it going then?
I've got no idea, but Nick Bonds reckons that because he
wanted to do the yacht.
Nick Bonds has said that loan's not even going anywhere near the football club.
He wants a Maserati.
But is the loan against Sunderland Football Club PLC?
Might well be.
I mean, what's the ins and out of that loan? That worries me. That no direction. Speakman's still there, and KLD getting a £20 million loan screams to me like we're not in trouble yet. But I just, like Andrew says, I'm not confident like of the direction we're going. This model piece, I'm sick of hearing it. If I saw Speakman live and he said model, I think I'd punch him straight in the fucking grid. All right, because it's an excuse not to have a plan. It's like we're treated like idiots. That's what annoys the shit out of us. It's like, we'll keep saying this, and the fans might start believing it, and keep them off our backs. But I can see through it, man. It's just politician speak. It's just spin.
Yep.
There's no substance.
Yeah. Talking about keeping us sweet. You all see the news about Mr. Davison getting the boot.
I mean,
he's a patsy though, isn't he? He's a patsy, but like, I'm glad he's gone because there's another bloke who I wouldn't follow around Tesco. Now, if you look, like, talk about qualifications, so Dods has obviously got UEFA B to coach, I imagine, to coach at a professional level. That Steve Davison's a CEO. He must have a degree in economics. That doesn't mean anything about, I don't know, how to lead people, how to run things.
No.
It doesn't mean anything to me. You know what I mean? I think there's a bloke in there, the non-league, who's got no coaching qualifications, and he's took them all the way up to the Vanarama League. I can't remember who it is.
Will still had no qualifications.
So,
it doesn't matter. Right man's going to be the right man, regardless of what qualifications they have.
Exactly.
If there's a fine associated with it, get them in.
I could see past a piece of paper, me, like, you know what I mean? So,
sadly, they can't. I think that's the problem. KLD, like, I think, has a reputation for loving stats and loving things on paper. So that's why Bale came in, even though there was loads of this rhetoric of like nobody wants this clown in. They still went with it because he's a good person on paper, and they would just think of he's good man on paper. Let's get him in.
I mean,
there is a couple of people who've popped into the chat as well, so I'll shout them out. Cabby, welcome along.
Hey, Cabby.
Deal Boys joined in. Sorry about your mate. And the one and only Ben Shanks.
Yeah, Shanksy lad.
Billy Bongo.
Billy Bongo. So,
Milk Slayer.
And he says, shout out to Westy's hat.
Yeah, mate, it's great, isn't it?
It's something.
Appreciate that, Ben.
Definitely one of the hats of all time.
Right.
Watch your mothers, Ben's on the prowl.
I'm pretty sure he learned the love from Wayne Rooney's tutorials.
Escapades.
Anyways, right.
You just come in to support the channel, man. I'm giving him shit. I fuck you, Ben.
No, man, I've given him love. He likes me.
That's the highest accolade, Milf Slayer, in my opinion.
Milf Slayer. Oh. God, I like how we've went from like how shit the performance was on the pitch to like the owners are completely out of hand.
It happens every week, doesn't it? It's like, it's a shit, but the buck stops for the owners.
It's we're on repeat. We're saying it every week, and I said on the Cardiff game when we reviewed it, I said we're going to get beat again. You know what I mean? That Cardiff game, it's just Dodds must have went home and went, how the fuck did I do that? Do you know what I mean? Because I don't think the team. Yeah, it's just. I don't know. Who we got next anyway? Like, what's the next?
Bristol City.
Brizzle.
What away?
Farmers.
At home, they're above us on the table.
Bristol City are above
Mate, that
us.
don't matter.
You see where they are on the table, Lance?
I thought they were like 17th, to be honest. I haven't paid attention.
I don't think that matters. Like,
mate, we're all right against mid-table teams, aren't we? Like, we struggle at the top, we struggle at the bottom. Like, those mid-table teams are that, we got a chance against them.
Bread and butter.
Did anyone watch Dods' press conference? I mean, did it inspire anyone with confidence?
I'm bored of watching them, to be honest, mate. I'm really bored of watching them. I was...
Yeah.
You should just go manage the under-21s. Do that.
Well, yeah, you're right. He probably may be a good coach, but he should be nowhere near the first team. And, like, I just don't understand. I just don't understand why the club are... It's, again, the club don't know what direction they're going in. They just say stuff and don't mean anything. I
think the bigger question is, right, I'm going to ask you all periodically, who would you rather prefer right now, Dods or Bale? Because they were the two options. We got rid of Bale for Dods. Would you have preferred Bale under this current...
I mean, as bad as we've had, as bad as the games have been recently, it's not as bad as Bale, is it? Like, I don't feel like it's as bad as Bale.
The football's faster and it's going through the middle more, which is nicer to see. We're not just slow as fuck with the ball. Yeah, so it's a different game style.
Sat and Bale was the right thing to do, right? Sat and Bale was the right thing to do. Maybe it wasn't.
Yeah.
Sat and Bale was the right thing to do.
It was right. He was cancerous.
Would we have picked up more points?
After that whole City game where we lost 1-0.
Defoe, Dwight York. We're talking about other players that could come into the club to rescue us, but
that'll just taint that. Like, I know he's been banging on about Defoe, but that'll just, if anything goes wrong, that'll just taint what he did at the club. Do you know what I mean? It's like I'm not a big fan of that. Like, you know what I mean? He's been a great servant. I know that, but Dave, but when he was here for the prolonged period and he scored some, I kept us in the league, scored a brilliant goal against the Mags.
It was anniversary that goal just yesterday, I think.
Yeah, cult status. Not hero status, because I don't think he's quite got there, but he's definitely got cult status. Like, I wouldn't want to take that. Do you know what I mean? And he's done a lot of good for the club, all the stuff with the Bradley Larry stuff and that. So for him to come back and if it doesn't work out, it would spoil it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I agree, Al. I'm on board with exactly what you said there.
Nobody's coming to save us, mate. Not this season anyway, because we're not going up and we're not going down. There's no saving needed. We'll have to start again.
I want you to save me.
Nobody sang that yet.
Please save me.
Save
me. We need a Darren Sales counter. That's the new one.
We'll change Jay White to...
I like to see.
We just need another one like in the bottom corner. Like we've got these up here.
Just random numbers all over the screen.
No, we just need one down here for Darren Styles.
I like to see Fenners in the old chat. Do you know what I mean? Or do one where
I tried to convince him to come on, but he wasn't having it. Like,
why?
He's probably got some good insight.
He definitely has. He'd be good to have on. You know what I mean? And if anything, we can sing a bit of Darren Styles to him. He'll enjoy himself.
I want you to save me. Just please save me.
And then we said Pretty Green Eyes, and then someone said, that's not Darren Styles.
That was me.
That was me, mate.
Yeah.
It was me. That's all repeat.
It's the same era, mate. It doesn't...
All Clubland blends into one, doesn't it? It's just like one big mess.
Phil, Shooting Stars. Like a shoot.
Oh, that's a tune.
Across the midnight sky.
So we've got nothing positive to say about Sunderland now. We've moved on to Davey singing Flippin' Phil.
Yeah, that's all right.
To say about Sunderland.
Right.
At least we didn't not score. You know what I mean? At least we popped a goal in the back of the net.
What was the?
It's the goal difference is -4 out of -5.
What's it?
I mean,
it's one, isn't it?
Yeah, good little tap in. Rig scored. We had.
I'm happy for Rig scoring. I am, because he does graft and he gets himself about. I'm happy for him getting a goal.
What was the general
when he scored?
What was the general consensus on the pitch? In the terraces. When you get your old sausage and that.
Oh no.
What's happened
What's
there?
going on?
Oh no. Oh, are we back?
We're back.
We're back.
We're back. We all got hit with a net. I went net there.
Glitch in the Matrix.
Oh, I see.
Was David all right? Oh,
Bounce
Yeah,
back up.
I'm here, mate. It's it's fine.
all the cameras are frozen.
No,
Dave's
it's fine,
back
mate.
up. Yeah, let's straight back up.
Just keep moving until they come back.
This is what you get from live podcasting.
Right.
Blame Dods.
Please do not swear. Do not say fuck up,
Blame
bugger.
Dods.
Yeah, we're back.
club is
We are
listening.
so back.
Yeah, so tell me about the terrace banter. Was it a disdain, people getting slag, booed, or
People
whatever?
weren't happy. Like there was someone behind Davey, probably his best
there
friend,
you go.
slagging off Ekwa.
I think so.
My friend. Well, you shit.
So, funnily enough, right, there was
It was-
the bank of 6 of us, and then the people behind us were like a couple of like just families, and there was a 4-year-old girl there. And then like just after half time, the steward comes up and whispers like directly behind me, "Don't worry, we've got some safe areas just around the corner. As soon as that's free, we'll come and get you." That's that was comical because we were shouting and bawling at the players that much. That they,
But mate, that's what the family zone's for.
Can we
If you,
move?
mate, if you want to bring your little kiddie along, get yourself out of the family zone, lad.
Well, where were you sitting, like?
They preview
Win the
concourse.
We're in the Prem concourse, mate. Like we couldn't
Right,
get
that's not
in the
that's
low.
not the family zone.
Exactly. We couldn't get in the lower
Not the
ball.
PG zone. Not the PG zone.
The
Yeah, I used to have the
concourse?
same thing in the
Fucking hell,
family zone, like.
Yeah,
And then
it was in
they
the-
switched
it was in
into the family
rafters.
zone. I was upset about it.
Well, some people were giving stick to Christian speaking at the end of the game. The players were getting abused off supporters.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
not a fan of that abusing the players. It's not their fault. I don't think.
I
Do
mean,
you know what I mean?
it's a pretty dire performance, but I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, but
This guy, there was a few. He went on like a proper, like a breathy rant when he was like, speak without,
Yeah,
KLD out, Ekwater out,
Me.
Dods out. Well, I just like listed off.
let's
And they-
get
like,
everyone
like a
out.
list.
And
Yeah,
I'll put my
get
script on.
everyone out.
Everybody out. The fucking receptionist, get her out. Everybody out.
What about Joyce, the dinner lady? Keep her out.
Joyce, you're done as well, mate. Out.
Get out.
Fucking everybody out. How about you, steward? Get out.
Get out.
What do you reckon?
Get out.
Sky, you sausage man. You're
The
out.
seagull that just swooped in. Get out.
Oh,
Yeah, he was upset. Like.
Yes.
so where do we go from here then?
Into the next games, I suppose. Do you
In the brizzle.
I know we're going to be doing the watch along back on this channel tomorrow, so
Yes, I'll be there.
woo, we're going to watch it on here.
Live from Germany.
I'm getting a suit for Crouchy's. Like, 'cause I'm Crouchy's best man, so I got to go and get a suit tomorrow. So I won't be here.
You can't be
Oh.
3 o'clock. Can you do like in the morning and be back for the game?
Well, I'm going to let you in the secret, mate. Right. So we're going to go along. I've got a train book for 10 o'clock. I'm going to go along, get the suit sorted, and then we're going to get on the base.
Oh,
Right, it's not really a secret because this is a live podcast and Stace probably
Yeah,
watches it.
this-
So I just sort of bust the
She'll
bubble there,
watch this
like.
back in a few days' time. She'll be like, "Fuck!"
you liar! That's
Lied to
it came
me
up,
this whole
Chris.
time.
Don't lie to me.
So,
What's this? Andrew's lying to his wife again.
This is funny. Anyways, Bristol
She's
City.
just texting saying, "I'm literally listening right now."
Oh, that's your chips pissed on.
All right.
So
Looks
okay.
like you've got an hour's fucking.
got now his attention later on. Alright.
Right. So Bristol City predictions for that game, because I'm literally not optimistic at all. I'm going to say 2-1 loss, and that's been
Hold on.
that's been positive.
Have we jumped forward here? What?
No, you've just not paid
Right,
attention. for about 30
Shark Watch hasn't been
Because I'm
done,
not paying
but
attention, right? Okay, let's just roll back 30 seconds. Start again, Spudge. Where are we at?
Shark Watch.
Should we do Shark Watch just to break it up?
Right,
Lone
we
Shark.
do Shark
Very
Watch
fun.
and then predictions.
Oh yeah, go on then.
Oh, no,
Unlike David.
No, I'm just getting spam called repeatedly.
No.
Are you?
Like I say,
By spammers.
unlike Davey, I did a bit of research after last week's debacle, which I watched back and was hilarious. So fair play, David, for giving it a good belly laugh earlier on.
It was like, did you know that they wanted us to do some shit on the fly? Did I tell you about this?
What?
What?
They
All right. You can have your conversation later on, right? It's short. What's shocked in the chat, right?
No, like.
Here we go. Right, Dewey.
They wanted us to do, what was it again?
Don't worry about it.
You failed, mate. Doesn't matter. International players watch.
Doesn't matter. You're up for some award.
It's an international player watch, right? So when the Sunderland fans go off to do the Sunderland players go off to the international teams, I was supposed to report back how they did. Right?
You didn't bother. Okay.
By the way, this nobody. I don't think I agreed to this. But
fucking did.
I just had to do it on the fly, and
David, you know what I've just remembered?
Oh, no.
Nobody cared.
I just remembered David asked. All right. Okay.
Right. Bristol City. We've got Bong with a 0-0 draw.
What the fuck? We're doing Lone Shark.
I don't want to. Can we do it after the predictions? Because I've already started and it's kind of like hiatus.
Maybe, but it like places itself nicely in the middle. It breaks up the football chat, doesn't it?
Segue, I think you were looking for, Andrew.
Thank you. It's a segue.
Yeah.
We break up the football chat with football chat.
Really, have you ever been on a...
Have I ever been on a segue? I'm guessing not. Is that what's happening here?
Same thing that happened last time.
Technical issues.
Lovely.
In the Matrix.
Right, Smithy.
I've never been on a segue.
You've never been on a segue? Has anyone been on a segue before?
Yes.
No.
Are you trying to segue into the different section? Is that what it is?
Aye. David, did you say yes?
Yeah.
You have been on a Segway?
Huh.
Tell us about it. I've never been on a Segway.
It wasn't that good, really. It's just like...
Paul's drop that in there first.
It wasn't that good.
Nah, it's just like riding a bike, but you press a button instead.
All right.
Great banter, lads. Can we move on?
You know what I mean? That was it.
Right, okay, so I've had a look. I looked at Dewey over in Greece, right? So I had a little check, right? And I was like, Dewey there hasn't been a game again in Greece. This is a long international break, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it turns out Aris, the club that he's on loan to, have been playing. He just hasn't been in the squad at all.
Oh, fucking hell. Right,
Nothing's happening over there. I don't know if he's injured or he's just out of form, I don't know what's going on over there, but he's not playing.
You remember when he got the bus home from the game?
Number 19?
Yeah, the first game he played for us, he got the bus home. Down the seaboard.
He needs to get on a bus from Greece and just come back. Just
if he gets on now, he could make it for next week. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, make it for Leeds.
yeah, make it for the Leeds game, right?
Yeah.
Come on, mate.
So,
we need you.
Remember that guy who drives the bus who used to
the number 4?
Oh, this is the number 4. Bridge.
Yeah.
This is the Londonderry and things like that. Yeah. Get him. Get the number 19 bus. Send them. Pay him to drive to Greece. Pick Dewey up. Drive back.
I mean, he could get a taxi. Like if only we knew a taxi driver. I don't personally know.
Yeah.
There it is. He got it.
Oh, taxi driver from Sunderland till I die, Peter Farrer.
Yeah, any of them guys.
You're missing Mackem Cabby, mate. Come on, Jacob.
Any of those guys.
You already mentioned him.
Drag Dewey back because he's not getting a game. He's not even in the squad.
Yeah.
Fair enough. What about the Hibs lads?
The Hibs lads, me and Entrantis. So they've only played once since we last talked. We played Rangers. It was a 3-1 loss.
Yeah, that's to be expected, to be fair.
Yeah. Mayenda didn't even get on the pitch. He was on the bench the whole game.
About
Triantis played 59 minutes. He was playing as a CDM again.
Good.
He got a yellow and he gave away a penalty. So
Triantis who kicked that ball and hit the two blokes at the head.
It was Triantis who did that. Like that is the highlight.
Oh, I should have just played the clip for that.
You should have played the clip. When you edit this later, mate, you're gonna add this in, right?
Great free kick.
Yeah, I mean, David, do you want to talk us through it? Because I think you've got the best handle on it.
Yeah, all right then. It was a free kick.
Yeah.
Edge of the defensive box.
Mm.
Bloke, everyone was running away, trying to boot the ball. Hit off his teammate's fucking head on the back of his head. Knocked him out. Deflected back. Hit off his other teammate's head and knocked him out. That was it. It was like a double whammy.
Then it hit the first player hit
Yeah,
again.
and then it ricocheted back to the first player who was now on the floor, like nursing his concussion. Just like the ball comes back, just like
the lads, the ones in the lower leagues.
The only other lad we've got out there is Jack Diamond.
Right.
So he's played twice. Well, I say he's played. His team, Carlisle, have played twice. They beat Peterborough 3-1.
Oh, okay.
However, he didn't get on the pitch. He was on the bench the whole game. Nevertheless, he came off the bench in a 3-1 loss to Lincoln.
So he's used as a token sub, basically.
So he came on after 67 minutes, and he got subbed on beside Maguire. So Maguire and Diamond came on at the same time, the King, right? Maguire scored a goal. Diamond didn't. He had 0 shots. Oh no, we just lost someone.
We lost Al.
Yeah.
Oh,
He was so disappointed. He's out.
he'll be missed, won't he?
It is.
Yeah, well, we did like Singapore or something today, so
He says he's in Munich, and he's in Munich.
So yeah, overall, not really very good.
Matches our performances, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, about on par.
Yeah.
On par with Sunderland.
Fair
Pretty
enough.
grim. Let's hope for a better week next week. Can't be any worse.
Cool. Right, I'm going to do it the opposite way around now because I feel like it should be done that way. Jacob, what's your Bristol City Sunderland prediction for tomorrow?
I'm gonna be nice, and I might sound deluded, but I'm gonna go 3-1 Sunderland.
Yeah.
That does sound deluded, you're right.
It does sound a little bit based on what we've seen recently. But yeah, go for it. Who's scoring and why?
I'm gonna go with. Might go with Clark. Neo
Think a start?
should do, but Dods probably won't start him, will he? Third one. Oh no, I'll go with Equa.
Do you know what, Jacob?
Yeah.
I'm fair enough for that. I am actually gonna kind of agree with like not Equa. Clark's gonna start tomorrow because he's throwing them on the pitch now, right? He might not do a full 90.
Might as well, might as well put him on.
He's proven he's match fit. He's proven he can run up and down the wing. And when he was on, we only conceded 1 goal. So, like
When he was on the pitch, it was a draw.
Oh, that's funny. Anyways, right. Paul, Weir is red. What are you saying?
I'm actually going to go the same score prediction as Jacob, but I'm going to say Chris Wick will score because Dods has confirmed today.
I thought you were going to say I'm going to go for the same scoreline, but it's going to be Bristol. It's going to be 200 Bristol.
Imagine though if we've lost 5-1 last week, but what if we win 5-1 tomorrow? Can you imagine?
Yeah.
I'm going to say Dods. Wick will score because Dods confirmed today that Chris Wick is starting tomorrow.
Well, that's
I'm going to say LSA off the bench.
wow. Go on.
I'm going to say Job.
Man, I hope Job is back on it, like, because he looked unbelievable against Cardiff, and a shadow of his former self.
For them, I'm going to say
Hello.
fine.
Hi, Al. You back, mate?
What did I miss on fucking Sharpwatch?
Nothing.
They're all shite.
Well,
You missed us promoting some sales for Jackie White's Market.
All right, fair enough.
Hey, Plymouth are winning 1-0. Beating Rotherham.
Oh, that's
Bring
Rotherham.
Norman.
Barley Mumba scored.
okay.
That's Rotherham relegated.
Sunderland legend, Barley Mumba. Is that right?
Have we got now, are they?
Bring Mumba back because he's not going to achieve out at Plymouth, is he? He's got a better chance of achieving something with us in future.
I mean, I was surprised when we sold him, to be honest. Like, I thought he was the future. He was getting bigged up as like the future captain and all this sort of stuff.
You know,
And we just told him to pennies.
Salmon Pants and Donald Duck.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Same with John McLaughlin.
Then we had two McLaughlins, like the right back of the keeper.
Connor and John, yeah.
Yeah. What are the chances?
Wow.
Are you doing score predictions?
We're doing them now.
Yeah.
Paul was about
Listen
to
in.
Paul was gone.
Paul was in the middle of his score prediction, mate.
Yeah.
I've actually said.
With the scorers.
I said the scores as well.
Let's see.
Billy zoned out, mate.
Yeah. Cool.
Who's the last one, lad?
I'll need to do is, then it's Davey, then it's Andrew.
Alan, are you
All
there?
right.
Nope.
I'm going to go. I mean, let's, like I said, when we were in that sort of 5 to 6 game, getting beat, in 6 games or whatever it was, I said we need to stop the rot. And I think for me, 0-0 draw. Like, I don't know what Dodds' plan is. Probably hasn't got one. But I just hope to scrape that point. I know you think can we go down? I mean, what's the maths look like?
The math says we are 10 points away, 11 points, away from the relegation zone.
Yes. So we're on 51 points. The relegation zone is 40, and there's 6 games to go.
So mathematically, maybe, but
now.
probably not.
It'll be
teams playing each other.
Yeah. Oh. So a fucking point. Like, let's just get over the line and get to the summer. I think that's where everyone's at the minute now. How everyone feels. Let's just get this fucking season out of the way and hope there is some, semblance of a
light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, I doubt it though.
Yeah,
I doubt it. And like you said, until we get somebody in longer term, it's not going to. I think the season's risky. One win will do it though.
Lose every game now.
One will win. Do it 100%. I mean, I wonder what that probability matrix is now, considering it was 0%.
I know, it was a lovely little probability matrix sent us the other day.
And we'll see what it's like now. Davey, do you want to go on your prediction?
Well, it really depends on who's playing.
Okay, let's just say it's the same lineup as where we started last week.
We're losing
by what?
3-2 or 3-0. I can't see us scoring. And it was, it was just bad. I really got. I'm in a real hump here, because I just don't see us getting any better. I don't think the players are going to be motivated to do any better. We're not going to go up. We're not going to go down. I can't see Dodds doing anything special. And if he puts out the same team again, I just there's nothing there for me. It's not. I can't see us winning, so we'll lose. Probably, like I said, 2 or 3-0. We change the midfield. Maybe we'll have a go.
I've just pulled it up, by the way. It's by Opta. The probability of us finishing 19th or below is 0.3%. The most realistic probable positions to finish are 13th, 14th, and 15th.
That's terrible, man.
That's bad.
I said a few weeks back that if I know the season was petering out, but if we finish in the top half, then it wasn't that bad. But if we finish in the bottom half, it is going to go down as a shocker of a season, like a real bad season.
Blame fucking Bale.
Wait,
well,
it's a good job we had a start of the season.
Part of it, not the problem.
Look, I think I'd like to see us win. I'd like to see us beat Bristol City. Like I said earlier on, we tend to struggle against the teams at the top of the table. We tend to struggle against the teams at the bottom of the table.
Yeah, and why is that? Because it just feels a bit bizarre.
I don't know. I've got no idea. Like getting beat by the teams at the top, fair enough. They probably got a better squad than you, but getting beat by fucking Rotherham and Birmingham and the fucking likes of them.
QPR.
That mate, exactly.
QPR was
Right.
not,
That
yeah.
is atrocious. I don't expect to win every game. Don't get me wrong. I get it. Games in the Championship are hard. It's a long season, all that nonsense, right?
Mhm.
But you really struggle against that bottom 5, 6, 7 teams, and the same at the top. So Bristol being in the middle, maybe I don't know. Maybe the pressure's off a little bit.
They're ahead of
Hopefully
us. 2 points ahead of us. They've got a -1 goal difference. We're +1. They've won the last 2 games in a row.
Yeah.
So they're about pretty much where we're at. Except for we're in a shocker of a run. You know, if we take the Cardiff game out, you know what I mean? Like 7 losses in it. Sorry, we drew 1 in so.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
right. We are very much on a downward trajectory, whereas Bristol City are on a slight upward trajectory. Hopefully we can book that. I hope we win. I think it'll be a tight game. If we do, it'll be a 1-0 or a 2-1 or something like that. But I've got a sneaky feeling that it might be a draw.
Okay.
I think I'm with Alan. I think it's going to be 0-0 or 1-0. Sorry, 1-1.
Do you know what? Like any point would at this stage of how we've performed, I'll take. I mean, it's not ideal. I think Bristol City as a club, we have struggled over the last since we've been back in the Championship against them. But a point's nothing to be scoffed at against a team that's above us. I think that's how we've got to start looking at these games. Really. Do you agree?
I mean, they're only just above us. They only went above us earlier in the week. So. Yeah, I say,
Cardiff City
I
were
think
just above us
it's
as well,
going to be a
mate.
draw. If there is a goal scorer, I think it'll be Clark.
If he actually features again.
If he features, yeah.
It's at the Stadium of Light again, isn't it?
Saturday, yes.
That's right.
It's a 3:00 kickoff. So.
Yeah, it's International Fans Day as well.
That's why they're putting all them bloody pictures. So the International Fans Day.
All right, okay. So like for people who are like outside of the UK who support Sunderland?
Pretty much, yeah. I've seen the Canada ones, the German ones, French, Belgium. I haven't seen any Aussie ones though.
All of the nationalities.
All of the nationalities that have a Sunderland fan group.
Let's name the nationalities.
I've seen the bloody pictures on the
Swedish,
Australian, Bolivian, Cambodian,
Bolivian,
Danish, Egyptian, Finnish.
You've got a fan based in India.
Should we finish this joke?
Hey.
Anyways, right. Is there anything that we need to discuss though before we retire and enjoy the misery that is our upcoming game tomorrow?
What about clean shit jokes?
Pardon?
Clean what?
Clean shit jokes, dad jokes. Is that how you want to sign up today?
Yeah, you want to finish on. Yeah, let's sign up for the clean shit joke.
All right, I already know mine. I'm gonna go last though.
Okay.
Mine's. I've got a couple, but I'll go first. So the M25 goes into a bar, and orders a pint of Guinness, pushes everyone out the way, and then sits in a corner all angry looking. And then after the M25 sits down, A19 comes in. He starts pushing people out the way, fighting, and gets a pint of Guinness, goes over the corner, and then batters the M25. And then finally this weedy looking road comes in, batters everyone, gets a pint of Guinness, goes over to the corner, kicks the M25's head in, and then knocks the A19. And it's brought to the bar and how comes he's so hard? What, like, he's just a skinny little road. And this bloke goes, he's a psychopath.
That's horrific, man.
Exactly. Tell you a shite.
I really enjoyed that. I never heard that one before. It was good.
It was a long-winded way.
I never knew where it was headed. That was the best bit about it.
All right, cool.
Thanks, Al. Thanks for your contribution.
Google.com cheesy jokes.
Everyone.
Right, come on, Andrew, I want to hear yours now.
All right. Well, mine's not as long as that. It's literally like a one-liner, right?
Okay.
What? Are you ready?
Yeah.
What lies at the bottom of the sea and shakes? A nervous wreck. Man, that's one of my favorite jokes of all time. That joke is so good.
Okay.
I've got another one.
All right.
No. One's enough. One's enough.
One's a max.
Yeah, no, you only got one. That's it. You only get one. Four.
All right, one
Next.
and done. I'll save it for next week.
Yeah.
See you later. Jacob, do you have a joke?
Yeah, well, it's not a joke, but I used to have an addiction to hokey pokey, but then I turned it around.
That's bad. That's bad.
Hey, lads.
No, it's fine.
like
I
it.
turned it around.
I like it, but
I
it's
quite
bad.
like that.
Paul, I want yours now, mate.
Don't have any, but I think it's Sunderland.
That's fair enough.
It's brutal. David, you done Googling?
David.
Oh, do you
Come
want
on,
me
let's
to
have you. Yeah.
Oh, let's have your shit jokes on.
All right, you just. Oh, hold on. My laptop's going to run out of battery. 1 second.
Ugh.
Oh,
Listen, lads, that'll be
he's shitting it up internet. And where'd you get your laptop from? Jackie White's Market.
Right, I'll do my joke while we're waiting for Davey then. I once read a book about glue. I couldn't put it down.
I think it was even worse than Jacob's. That like.
What was the book about?
Glue.
Oh, glue. Okay, I see. Right, yeah.
Right, Jamie, you must have a fucking shit joke.
Okay. So, this lad, right? He's
a psychopath.
With a Boggs ones, what do you call a Jackie White's fish wearing a bow tie? Sophisticated?
Man, no, it's sophisticated.
I don't get it.
Davey,
it's sophisticated, isn't it? Come on, David. Let's go.
Are we ready for my joke?
I'm ready for your joke. We've been waiting.
Okay, right.
You have been for the last 10 minutes.
Oh, fucking hell, mate. Right. I'm not going to fucking start it unless you're going to let us finish. Right.
Yeah.
Let's start as well finish.
Okay. So this 16-year-old lad, right?
Oh, David.
He's got himself a missus, going to have a little girlfriend, right? He's going to take her to the prom. You ready? Right? You following? Everyone following?
Mm-hmm.
He's taking her to the prom.
Mm-hmm.
Like, things really late. Like, so he goes to, like, he has to get a suit. So he goes to the suit shop and he's, there's a massive long queue, man. There's people.
Hang on, is this what's happening? Is this Andrew's story? Go on.
You got the blue bell after.
He's got the suit shop. There's a massive long queue. It's huge, man. But the man is patient, right? He stands in the queue. He waits. He's a patient boy. He gets to the front, buys himself a suit, right? He says, okay, suit sorted, right? Next thing I need,
David,
what?
this better be good, lad.
Natalie, shut up. Next thing I need, right? Next thing I need, right? Say, how am I going to get there, right? I'm going to hire a limo, right? So he's going to go to the limousine shop. So he goes to the limousine shop.
Limousine shop.
Right.
Yeah. So he goes to the limousine shop and he goes, but he gets there and fucking guess what, mate? There's a massive long queue.
There's a queue. Oh, there's a queue, right?
Because everybody else
Right.
wants to hire the limos. He thinks, right, this missus, she's fine. I want to take her to the prom. I want to take her in a limousine. So he gets in the queue. You know what he does? He stands and he waits. He gets to the front. He pays his money to hire the limo. He's thinking, right, champion, I've got my suit now. I've waited a while. I've got my limo now. I've waited a while. Okay, next thing, what am I going to give her? Is right, I'm going to get her some flowers, right? He goes to the florist, right? He goes to the florist. But guess what happens when he gets to the florist? There's a massive long, there's a fucking massive queue, and he's thinking, oh my God. Let's finish the story, right? There's a massive long queue. It's the longest queue you ever see. He's thinking, what am I going to do, mate? But man's patient. So he said, this is where I'm going to get me flowers. So he goes, he stands in the queue, and he gets the flowers at the end. So he's got his suit, he's got his limo, and he's got his flowers. He's mint. Okay, great. So he goes to the prom. He picks her up, got his suit on, picks her up in the limo, gives her the flowers, get to the prom, right? She's thinking, he's thinking this is mint, this is class. So they're standing there on the dance floor. She's thinking, I'm pretty hungry. I'm pretty thirsty. She goes, would you go and get some punch?
Right.
So he says, yeah, I'll go and get you some punch. And he goes to get some punch, but there is no punchline.
Fucking hell, Davey. If I ever wished for your internet to drop out, it was probably halfway through that joke.
The patience.
It was bad. It was longer than mine, that as well, by the way, by a good 10 minutes. Fucking hell, Davey.
That's a good joke.
I liked it. I liked it.
There's no cue. There's no punchline.
There was no punchline. It's very good.
Is this a dad joke? Don't know. Well, he is a dad. He is having a joke.
That is the best joke you've heard.
I talk about fucking.
That's the point. That's the point. That's the point of the joke.
The earth went around the sun one more time.
There's no punchline.
She'll be saying fuck the lot of years again.
Fuck the lot of years, there you go.
Right. Anyways, see you this time next week after we play 2 games.
Terrible joke.
Perfect. It's the perfect way to end a perfect
See you
night.
tomorrow.
You'll not hear a better joke today, I'm telling you.
What about Bulgaria?
All right. Bye.